Hello friends, this is Rajdeep. Welcome to Learning Insight for UGC-NET JRF Social Work Paper 2 and discuss करेंगे trends and challenges of social work. So trends and challenges जो होता है social work का that's always emerging and we should remember that it should be incorporated with the times. This is our video number 9 and if you have not seen my previous videos then please go to my playlist, you will find all the videos. So let's start. Social work education problem and challenges. So what are the social work educations has the problems and its challenges we will discuss. So we know that the social work professions in India started in the year 1936. So after passing 83 years of history of social work in India, there is no authority in social work education for regulations and enforcement of standard. So first problems or challenge we can say, that is no authority in social work education for regulating and enforcement of standard of social work educations. Now there is no government policy to regulate and control the direction of social work education. So again we have no government policy for regulating or controlling the directions for our professions. So social work profession in India is face many problems and challenges. First one, that is problem of communication of knowledge. Yes, we don't have any authority and we don't have any government policy. Again, we don't have any council, so we don't have proper communications platform for sharing our knowledge. Now next, that is lack of university in social work education. Yes, number of university are having, they don't have social work profession course in their university, so it's lacking. And then the problem of international communication in social work. Yes, we don't have any international platform, though we in India social work profession is not recognized, so we don't have any international platform for communication of social work knowledge. Now lack of university accepted professional body of knowledge. Yes, many university also don't accept as a professional body of knowledge like law and MBBS or doctor's degree. Now next, that is mushroom growth of institution imparting social work training. Yes, number of institutions they are growing in case of private institute and open distance learning. So ODL mode and private institutions are growing for imparting social work training, but there is no proper regulations or sometimes they are lacking in terms of the regulation and control or standards, or if we talk about the standards. So there is some challenges is there. Now the problem of acceptance. Yes, many peoples are not accept we as a professionals, because public also not accepted social work as a professions because they believe that social work can be done by anyone. Now lack of employment opportunities to train social worker. Yes, we don't have proper employment opportunities, and even we have also, but we have very low salaries. Now last one, there is problem of infrastructure and fieldwork institution. Yes, we don't have proper infrastructure for fieldwork. For example, if you take your specializations on disaster management, you don't have the institution for practice such specializations paper in the field. So in that case we are lacking for proper infrastructures. Now next slide. Okay, first one, that is acceptance of value of field work in total curriculum of social work training on the impart of some of the students. So even we can see that when we place in any field or institutions, the agency supervisors are not familiar with our curriculum and values of our fieldwork system, so sometimes they misguiding us also. So next, it is finding suitable social welfare agency in which the students can get good work experience. Yes, finding relevant social welfare agency is very difficult. If you take the specialization of family and child welfare, and if you don't get the institutions related to with your works, then it's very difficult to adjust with these institutions, and you sometimes feel that it's not benefit for me because I am specialized in that area, I am not getting the chance to work in that area. Now next, that is that the finding qualified supervisors can help the students learn from experience. Yes, so finding qualified supervisors is very lacking because sometimes we find that we are more qualified than our agency supervisors. So it's a big challenge of our training while we talk about the fieldwork training concern. Now understand the grand challenges for social work. Okay, so what are the recent challenges of social work? First, that we will talk about ensure healthy development for all youth. So to ensure the healthy development, it's our challenges. Close the health gap. Another challenge, stop family violence, it's our big challenges. Advance long and productive lives, yes, it's also our big challenge. Eradicate social isolations and homelessness, create social response to the changing world or environment, reduce extreme economic inequality, and build financial capability for all, and achieve equal opportunities and justice. So these are the big challenges or recent challenges or current challenges of social work professions or social workers. Now what are the trends of social work professions or emerging trend or current trend that transform the social worker? So recently we are trending in concern with the working with schools. So now the school social work is demanding, and it's a recent trend. Now trend emerge with care also, care in terms of child care, elderly care, this area. Mental health and substance abuse partially. Then evidence based practice, yes, social work with older adults, school violence and bullying, then children mental health, then economic recessions, then web-based social work education, and social media and the globalization. So social media and the globalization, these are the current trends that transform social work education. Now recent trend in social work today. So what are the trends in social work it's going on that we feel to do, or we feel to involve with that? So first one, that increased focus on intervention and prevention. Yes, this is a recent demanding trend. Treatment for substance abuse and mental health, sometimes they call for intervention and sometimes they call for prevention also. Now, so second one, that is trauma informed therapy, and it's very useful for the refugee or abused children. Now third one, this adoption. The third one, adoption of outside organization practice. Yes. Then fourth one, reduce paperwork filling the time. That is, digital system speed up the process, and we will see more of them. So we are mostly engaged now. We want to engage with the digital system of work rather than paperwork. Now delivering family centered care. Yes, there is a greater importance place of family centered care. This will help change family dynamics for a better, and this create more effective and long term solution. So this is one of the important area, that is family centered care as a recent trend of social work. Now the defining scope of social work. Yes, it's very difficult to define the scope of social work because society is changing and social work is also changing, and it is starting to get clearly defined boundaries to work with. So we are not limited to the boundary. Actually, where there is a problem, we should there with our professional knowledge. So that is promoting self advocacy. So they are starting to shift the responsibility to the client rather than handle it all themselves. So we try to promote the self advocacy. Now provide supports for people with disabilities. Okay, it connects social work with the people with disabilities and the families or the caregivers. So we generally provide the supports for people with disability. Now integrating data analytics. So help social work predict how effective their approach will be with their clients. So integrating data analytics, that means from the data they generate to the point that which approach will be most appropriate for the client betterment, or analyzes the data, then only they find and they can predict which approach is more effective for the client problem solutions. Now next one, the greater cooperation between sectors. Okay, non-profit organizations and government agencies have more patience to share knowledge and resources. So greater cooperation. Now most of the government agency also want to collaborate with non-government organizations for the welfare of the society. So they also sometimes want to share the knowledge and resource with the government. Now yes, this is all about, and I have covered the unit 1. If you see the syllabus, you will find I have covered all the topics, but the last topic, that is social work practice in various settings, that I will cover in the unit 9 and 10, where they broadly say the different areas of social work practices. So from tomorrow we'll discuss unit 2, and if you like the content, then please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for watching.